And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are live right here on our Talk 104 93 KCT Facebook page with a Sports Talk / Miss Kentucky Extra. Is that a good way to put it, ladies? Pretty much? Okay.
I think that's great.
Now, let's do the sports part first, though. The state semifinal softball game, number 1, has just ended. South Warren not messing around today. 10-0 shutout over Highlands in 5 innings. And it was just on from the very get-go. In the very first inning, on the very first pitch of the game, McLean Hudson just went yard for a home run to get the game started. And after that, South Warren said, it's on. And then with 1 out, third batter lineup, Layla Ogden also hit a home run in the top of this first inning as well, too. They led 2-0. Then top of the third, South Warren, once again, the order again. McLean Hudson, back-to-back, another home run. So she was on one today, and so was the South Warren Lady Spartans. 10 runs, 10 hits. They shut out Highlands 10-0. They're heading to the finals as tomorrow at 6 p.m. They'll play the winner of Bullitt East and George Rogers Clark, and a chance to go 45-0, a state championship, and potential national championship on the line tomorrow in that championship game at 6 p.m. tomorrow. All right, that's the sports part of this now. Now, the extra part is the Miss Kentucky part, because we have a guest here that I interviewed in the past in my other former lifetime at another radio station. But now, get a chance to bring her here, and she brought a sister too as well. So please welcome Miss Kentucky 2021, Haley B. Farmer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, that's right.
You got it. Don't second guess. Go with your gut.
But she was Haley B. Wheeler in 2021.
I was.
And then her sister is Hannah G. Wheeler.
Yeah.
Here on the show. It's great. So we get the B and the G here on the show. It's awesome. And you're
the B and the G and BG.
In BG. That's right. That's right. So, ladies, welcome to Talk 104.
Thanks for having me, Brian.
All right. So, let me guess. Why are you here?
Well, some birdie told me that the Miss Kentucky's Teen and Miss Kentucky pageant is happening this weekend at the Sky Pack.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And as a forever, I feel indebted to my organization to come. And it's my 5-year anniversary, so I wanted to come for sure.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Does it seem like it's been 5 years?
No, gosh. I literally look back and I'm like, 5 years? Are you serious? I'm that old now?
Not that old.
No, but my face moves a lot more now.
Let me get the sister perspective, because obviously, you are her sister.
Yep.
And you saw her when she got crowned.
I did.
Obviously. So take us through your experience when watching Haley on stage as I'm thinking, what is it like it is now, that Saturday where they announced the top 12?
Yes. So when I did it, it was a little bit more complicated. It was 12 to 8 to 5 to 1.
That's stressful.
Yes, yeah. It was very stressful. So tell us, Sister
take
Kentucky.
Take us through your eyes, Hannah G. How stressful was it?
Well, Haley competed for a long time, so I kind of got...
She's a loser 5 times.
No. She didn't give up. And, so I was already so proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
I watched her do it for a long time, and it was something that she'd always wanted since we were little girls. And so, as they were dwindling down to the final numbers, I just kept progressively getting more and more and more nervous. And then, I don't know, it was like this sense of calm came over me when Haley was up there the final 2. And I just looked at our mom and I said, she won. And I don't know what came over me, but I knew.
It didn't sound that calm in the video.
No, and then I screamed and I had a dress on and I jumped way too high. I shouldn't have done that.
At least you could jump.
Wow. Holy cow. So, I'm guessing, was there a big supporting group for Haley that night?
Yeah, I mean, there was quite a few people there.
I had some people drove from Bowling Green, a couple from Indiana. My now husband, then boyfriend of only 5 months at the time, he was on a family vacation, and they bought him a flight special to fly back home just to see me.
That's great.
So he made it, and he wandered in, had no idea what he was getting into, bless his heart. But yeah, there was a pretty big group there. And I think there had been people that had watched me over the years, because I competed, like she said, 6 times, and I think a lot of people were there that knew me, and I like to think that I made a good impression and that some of those people were supportive, because there was a good amount of applause each time. Of course, if I'm watching, I always clap for everyone. So in the back of my mind, I'm like, oh, they're just clapping for everyone. But after I won, I think it was evident that people were like, you know what, we were happy you were here and we're happy that you competed. So I think it was a large group.
So the group, who was the most nervous?
Oh, I don't know.
Probably mom.
I think our mom.
Okay.
She always just over there shaking.
Yeah.
Shaking?
Oh, literally shaking.
Yeah, literally.
Like one of
Not
the
being
like
dramatic.
shaking like one of those chihuahuas that's like real old. It's like you don't know if it's gonna make it. Like it's, and my mom's not old, but you know the vibe. Anybody listening and watching is probably like, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
My goodness. So take us now. You've been to Sky Pack before. This was your first time in Sky Pack? Or you've been to Sky Pack before?
When she gave away her crown, I think that was the first year that they had it at Sky.
Yes, it was. 2022.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually got to perform with Haley.
She did.
So
What?
Yeah.
Yes, she did.
So what'd y'all do? Talk about that.
Well, anybody who knows me knows that I am a huge, huge Dolly Parton fan. And so I asked if it would be okay to have my sister up there because we had performed at like festivals and stuff all over Creation in Eastern Kentucky and rural Appalachia. So I was like, Hannah, I want to perform with you when I get my title up. And so we performed Jolene, and Hannah played guitar and sang harmony, and I sung the melody, and it was such a cool experience. And we have pictures of it and videos, and there were a lot of people that were like, that was so good. And then they were like, why don't you compete? Asking Hannah, and she was like, no.
No.
My
Why
sister
not?
has done one
Why?
pageant in her life. It was our hometown county fair pageant. And of course, she won. Not only did she win, she won by the largest point deficit like in history between like the first and second place. She swept, completely swept.
So Hannah, was that recent or like a long time ago?
2016.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
10 years. But
No, but she's still young enough to compete. The age cap is
Right.
low, is higher now than it used to be.
so Hannah, with all that momentum and the way you performed, why didn't you want to keep it going?
I don't know. Well, if I'm being honest, so I perform a lot. I have my own band and I write music and things like
okay.
that. So when I was in high school, it was just kind of like tradition to do Miss Powell County. And it has a talent portion, which is unlike really any county
Yeah, and a
fair pageant.
scholarship.
And it is a scholarship
Okay.
pageant as well. So
All right.
I was like, there's scholarship money involved, and then there's also a talent portion, and I love to perform. So I just kind of saw it as, a way to get up and perform in front of pretty much the entire county comes. It's
Oh, it's a big
full.
deal, yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
I was like, big crowd. I
Didn't
just
you
wanna
decide
perform.
like 2 or 3 weeks before?
Yeah, it was so long before. I just kind of was like, eh.
And I did her makeup, and I cried when she won. It was great.
Yeah.
See, you can still keep this thing going. You still could. You still could. Now she has to go through the preliminary stuff too.
Oh,
and all
yeah,
that stuff,
but-
right? Like everybody else does, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
okay.
would. But, she's a great interview, and she's very talented, so I don't think it would take her very long.
I don't know about that, but, I appreciate that.
Girl, you just interviewed for like 5 teaching jobs and got offered like every single one of them. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
So is that what you're doing? Are you teaching now? Is that what you're doing?
I do, yeah. I'm
Okay.
a special education teacher.
Where in Powell County or?
In Powell County
Okay,
currently.
all
I
right.
just got a new job in Madison County, so.
Okay, is that close by Madison County or?
It's close to
close to Haley.
Yeah, it's close to me.
Oh, okay. All
I'll be
right.
working with my brother-in-law, so that
Yeah,
was fun.
I live in Berea now. I'm from
Okay.
Powell County, so.
So is that what you said, Andrew, right?
Yeah.
Is that what he does? He's a teacher too.
He
or?
is a advanced placement biology teacher at Madison Southern High School.
AP.
Yeah,
What you say it now? Madison where?
Madison Southern High School.
Okay. That's in Madison Central.
No,
That's-
not Central.
Okay, that's the thing that just plays South
Southern.
Warren. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Haley. Come on now.
No. There's no rivalry, no bad blood, nothing.
Okay. All right. Okay. So that's awesome then. So you're right there with your brother-in-law. That's awesome too as well. Haley, what are you doing now these days?
I said it earlier. I lead a completely normal and boring life.
It's not boring.
Well, maybe not, but I'm doing exactly what I said I would do before I gave up my title. I am a geriatric speech language pathologist. I got my bachelor's and my master's here at Western. Go Tops.
Yes, right.
Yeah, and proud of it. And I work with elderly patients on speech, communication, language, swallowing, just all the things that are just older. And I have little grannies and grandpas every day at work, and I just love them to pieces. And they love me, and they make me feel special every day, and they need love too. So
They do.
I'm tickled to do that.
They do. All right. So now you're gonna go watch. You both gonna go watch the team competition, right?
Of course,
Tonight,
yeah.
and then tomorrow night as well too. Well,
Yes.
first let me ask you this: how's it feel? Because they ask you to bring up all the forevers before they crown the new Miss Kentucky, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how's it feel to be up there on stage with, I'm sure, with like 30 or 40 others, or is it more than that? that usually come?
It just depends on the year. Like last year was a milestone year, so I think like 30 something came like last year. It was crazy. And some of them I'd never met before.
Okay.
But it's a really special feeling to get up there and be part of such an elite sisterhood of these incredible, successful, beautiful women, and see how far back it extends and how much it's just a springboard for the rest of your life. So I, as a little girl, wanted to do it, but I never imagined that I would actually be up there among the ranks and in that league of women. So little old me from Eastern Kentucky, where you don't hear about stuff like that happening, it's a big deal. And it's crazy, and I just always hope that I did my makeup and my hair just right, because I want to look like I belong up there, like I stress about what to wear and everything, because you want to fit in, but if you didn't belong there, you wouldn't get called up there.
So I guess with your outfits, are you helping Haley B with the outfits for the weekend, or she took care of herself?
Well, she picked them out herself.
The clearance rack took care of me, Brian.
Hey, if it looks good, it looks good, right?
Yeah. Well, no, I have insane clearance rack and thrift store luck. Don't ever underestimate that little clearance rack. I'm telling you, it's because people they don't buy the unique stuff, and I'm brave enough to wear the unique stuff. I always say if I was born a guy, I think I would be something like Elton John. Okay, like dress like I love the wacky and the punchy stuff. Like, put me in it. That's what I want, and that's what's always on the clearance rack. And when it's in my size, I'm like, oh, it's on. And if it fits and it's a good price, it's in my hand, and there's a receipt in my hand as well because I bought it. Like, it's in my closet.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know that Hannah G sings.
Yeah.
So let's plug your band, plug yourself. I mean, are you on YouTube channel? Are you on IG, Instagram, or TikToking, anything like that, or what?
Yeah, I'm on all of that good stuff.
Okay.
So I write music, like I said.
Okay.
And so I've got several songs. I've got an EP out, and then I've got several singles following that.
What's your album? What it's called?
It's called Songs for the Appalachian Man. It's a little bit more bluegrass.
Okay.
So
And it was a young recording.
Yeah, 2020 is when I put it out.
Okay.
So it's been
All
a
right.
minute. But I have a band, and we perform all over the place.
Yeah.
I just joined a new project too. It's taken off. It's called Blackwater Hollow. It's kind of more like Southern rock.
Oh,
so I've got
okay.
my band, Hannah Wheeler and the Heartaches, and then I've also got
Wait, what's the name of that band again?
which one? Mine or the new one?
You said something. The Heartaches. You said.
Hannah Wheeler and the Heartaches. That's my band.
I like that. That is unique. How'd you come up with that name?
Well, I was actually really gonna name them the Headaches because they kind of are, but I was like, that's too mean, and so I told him, I was like, you're really like my headaches. Like, I love you guys like brothers. I'm in a band with all men.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like the mom of the group,
All right.
But yeah, so that's my tagline when I introduce them. I'm like, we're Hannah Wheeler and the Heartaches. I was gonna go with Headaches, but Heartaches is a lot nicer. So yeah,
It's great.
that's how we landed on that.
So, when you write a song, I mean, is it something you see, something you feel, something you just inspires you to like, okay, I need to put pen to paper and start writing, or just what? How do you create to write a song?
It kind of just depends, like, where I'm at in life. A lot of my songs are inspired by my grandpa, which is the Appalachian Man. That's what my first LP is named after, and I do have a song called that about him.
Okay.
But like I have one called The Judge, and it's about his gun, which is a judge, and he always said it made the decisions, and so I kind of ran with that, and it's you just have to listen to the whole concept.
Yeah, the gun that he had was gifted to him when he retired from coal mining after 49 years. His buddies came together and got it for him. And the gun is called a Taurus Judge. So, and he said they called it that because it made all the decisions.
Yeah.
And the song revolves around that concept. And it is such a good song. And I'm not just saying that because I'm her sister, but it is so conceptually intelligent. And who thinks to write a song from the point of view of an object except for, like late greats, outlaws of country music. You don't hear a lot from that perspective. Right. The personification is a great literary device for songwriters. So, I'm proud of it, and I play her music for my residents at work. And I had one. I hope he's resting well. He's probably listening to this show from the pearly gates. But he loved The Judge. That was his favorite song, and he would make me play it for him during speech therapy. And it got some streams, so I hope you enjoy the 12 cents you got from listening to that song.
I actually got to go perform it for him too, so that was pretty special. I got to meet him. Haley was telling me about him for a while, and I got to go sing.
And Hannah's got fans in all age groups.
Wow, this is great. This is great. So, wait, our camera feed just went weird for a second. So as we switch the camera feed here, hold on a second here. What happened here? There we go. Now we're back. There we go. There we go. What happened there? Holy cow.
It said goodbye.
Okay. In the middle is Hannah G, and on the far right is Haley B. So there we go. They're sisters. All right. So back to the music conversation then. Well, how come y'all two don't record a song together for your EP?
Technically, I do back up in the background of one of her songs.
Really?
Yeah,
It's called All Hat.
Okay.
And it's a true story about someone you ran into in Boot Barn that you couldn't stand because he was a compulsive, impulsive liar, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. He talked to me for a really long time and was just like telling me all these famous
He's a counterfeit
people.
cowboy.
Yeah, that's what my line is.
How do you know he was? How'd you know?
He just, everything he was saying was definitely a lie. He was like telling me that all these famous people, he writes songs all of a sudden when I wrote songs. And like all these famous people wanted his songs. Like,
He's trying to one-up you like it's a game of Super Mario Brothers, but you wasn't going to let him.
and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I don't
Or maybe
think,
he's trying to get you to jump on board. Is, hey, can you come on board and help write songs together?
I don't know, maybe. But you know what?
I mean-
he ended up with a song written about him. And the line that Haley's talking about is, the shine on that buckle nearly blinded me, but a counterfeit cowboy ain't hard to see. So,
What?
yeah, I really burned him up with that one.
Oh, yeah.
And what's the name of the song?
All hat.
All Hat. And this is on your EP as well, too? Or
Well,
is this-
it's a single.
It's a single, yeah. And
Okay.
it's a good single, and I'm technically doing background vocals,
Yeah.
so my voice is in there. We've recorded an actual song together
Now, how can
one
people
time.
hear these songs? How can people hear them?
They're in places that I don't even know they're in, to be honest, because
Okay.
I just use a distributor and then they put them out, you know. There's Spotify, Apple Music, what's
YouTube Music, right?
Is it
Yeah.
on iTunes too as well?
Yeah.
maybe? Okay.
You can purchase.
You
Yes.
can purchase them. I
Okay.
think.
All Hat. So definitely, everybody check out All Hat. Definitely for sure.
Yeah.
And song The Appalachian Man too as well on top of
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Now, any future collaborations with you two? Maybe the Queen. Maybe song about the Queen.
Yeah.
Or wait a minute, the Crown. The Crown.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Crown.
knows? Maybe something will come of it. I don't know.
It could this weekend since you're going to the teen and Mississippi pageants.
Yeah.
It could. The Crown.
Something could make us think of some lines.
Crown, or I guess it's not a stroll. What do y'all call it? What do you call it, Haley? When y'all walk around the stage in your evening gown in a big circle, it's not a stroll. What do y'all?
I mean, honestly, I just call it my walk, but like it
Oh,
depends.
what's your walk?
The walk.
Okay. Oh, the
yeah,
walk.
the gown walk.
The
or,
walk.
I mean,
the walk. There we go.
Yeah. Some people call it a pasarela.
Oh, what?
A pasarela. It's like a Spanish term. Listen, pageants are huge in like South America, Mexico, Brazil. Like I know South America and Mexico are separate. I get that. That's why I separated them. Okay.
Okay,
Don't
you're fine.
let the blonde fool
You're
you. This
fine.
dumb blonde ain't nobody's fool. Anyway. But they are so big down there, so like they have terminology. So pasarela is like the walk, like
Okay.
the walk pattern you use.
That sounds like some pasta with some mozzarella on it.
Well, it does. And-
Hey, maybe
could be a
that
song.
pasta and focaccia restaurant across the street, maybe they can use that.
Yeah. I
Hey,
saw that.
Danny's is good. I'm telling y'all need to go to Danny's across the street. Good.
Listen,
Italian
I
food.
miss
cheap
living
plug.
in Bowling
I should be
Green.
plugging stuff like that, but Danny's is very good.
No, but I miss living in Bowling Green just for the food alone. Like, I miss it.
Well, if y'all get a chance to maybe go across the street, Danny's, I'm telling you.
I'll tell him
Danny's-
you sent me.
Danny's is great, and he makes it right there on the spot too.
Ooh,
fresh.
And,
See, we like
and
that.
when you walk in, you can smell the aroma. It hits you. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's really good. So,
Danny, you watching?
Danny, you owe me. You owe me for that
Plug.
cheap plug there. You owe me for that. You do. All right. So let me ask you this, Haley, because you got the teen and the Miss tomorrow
Yes.
night and the teens tonight. So when you're sitting there watching, and they're going to probably introduce the top 12 off the very get-go for both shows, right? And as the competition is going on, can you spot which one will win the crown?
You know, it depends on that first group. And I think you can tell who has that quiet confidence and that it factor that takes over. And it really depends on what that panel's looking for. With teen, it's a lot harder for me.
Okay.
But with the Miss, I think you're really looking for the person who can do the job. That's the most important part, is who can do that job. So for me, you know, I can pick that pretty easily. But for the teens, it's a toss-up. And you never know. They're just little babies. I just get so nervous watching them in the first place. I get way more nervous watching than I ever did competing.
We have ladies in the house too as well. Hey, ladies, how you doing? So it's tougher for the teams, he says, but for the miss, you can pretty much nail it.
I can usually lock it down, especially if they start with like the on-stage question first. I'm like, oh yeah, they can. You can tell who can walk in, command the room, and get the attention of anybody from a little child to a 99-year-old, and then a senator in between. And that's kind of the goal that you have if you were choosing Miss Kentucky, is to pick somebody who can make everybody feel like a somebody, even those that really think they're somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you got to make everybody feel like a somebody. And you got to have that humility, that passion, that kindness, and just that relatability aspect. So that's really easy to pick just when someone opens their mouth and when somebody kind of steps up on that stage and just commands that presence. So you want that, ideally. And the talent and the beauty is just kind of like an added bonus.
Now, will you and the Forevers, I guess, at the end when it's all said and done, I guess you will all meet the Miss Kentucky and Miss Team together, and probably maybe have like a little talk, maybe Saturday night when it's all done.
Yeah.
And somewhere backstage in Sky Pack, whatever, or something like that, whatever. Or?
Yes, we usually get like a chance to kind of greet and hug and shake hands, take pictures.
Okay.
And I'm not a huge fan of like unsolicited advice, but I try to impart like wisdom,
That's right.
And I tell them, my phone line's open, my social media is open. Always reach out if you have questions, if you want to get a cup of coffee, if you're in the area. I have an extra bedroom if you need a place to stay, because oftentimes you're hopping couches and guest bedrooms through your year. So like it's really important that she has that support network. And since, every year we get a new sister, that support network does technically grow. So I think that's really special to have that around the Commonwealth, because the Commonwealth of Kentucky takes a long time to traverse across. You never know who you're going to run into, where you're going to need to stay, where you're going to need to stop. And so when we meet whoever she is, we're going to be really happy and welcome her with open arms, I think, and take that opportunity.
Hannah G, are you sure you don't take any part of this? I mean, get a chance to crisscross the state and meet people.
Yeah, Miss Kentucky 2027. I have an extra bedroom if you need a place to stay.
Yeah. Also, I'm sure the Derby, you made your appearance at the Derby.
Yes,
that was big.
Oh, yeah.
As well too. So I mean, just the perks like that. I mean, are you sure you don't want to?
Hannah, I met some big names in country music when I went to the Derby.
I was so jealous of her. She got to meet Travis Tritt. I was like, I hate you.
Hey, here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Call someone who cares. Here's a quarter.
There's a
Oh,
quarter.
my gosh.
Yeah, they all come there. But put some drive in your country. Come on now.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Come on, and maybe it's something. Well, I mean, you're about what, 22, 23ish? No,
Thank you.
You're laughing. I guess not then.
I'm 25.
Okay, so she got what? 3 more years left?
Something
Or 2
like that.
more
I think
years?
they raised it to 28, maybe.
Okay.
Really?
I think
Oh.
it's either 28 or 27 or something. You still
thought I
got
was
time.
just
Okay.
old.
Girl, you got time.
You got time, but of course you got to do the preliminary first, though. You got to win
Yep.
that one first, though.
Yeah.
And then you got to go from there and then into so forth like that. So
It's a lot. I mean,
it's a lot.
I know it's
Yeah,
a lot.
and you
I
never
watched
know
it for
who
a
they're
long
going to pick for that panel either.
I know.
And then, of course, like Haley had to go, for a whole year working for the Department of Agriculture. You got to drop everything you're doing right
Yeah.
now and do that.
But
Yeah.
you've got such a good support network, though, and it's really great the connections you make. And to be honest, as good as she is, I'm sure they'd be like, "Yeah, go do your thing. Go do your thing." Like,
I don't know about that. I can
Especially
say some
in that new
questionable
school
things.
district, they'd probably be like, "Oh my gosh, yeah, go do your thing."
Oh, like, okay. Never mind.
No, I'm not. You were talking about putting down what you're doing now, and they would be fine. They would live.
Probably.
That's what long-term subs are for.
So maybe this competition will get her inspired this weekend. Make her inspired to do it,
Maybe so.
I don't know. I haven't been since
22.
Haley gave up her title.
It's been
I
4
haven't been,
years.
So
Do you remember that night when you gave it up? Do you remember?
Yes, I do very
You do?
vividly.
Wow, okay.
I cried so much that day. And I think I wasn't necessarily mourning it, but I think it was just I had worked so long to get to that point that when it was finally over, it's like, well, what do I have now? Because, every year that I didn't win, it was like, all right, we just prep for the next summer. We prep for next summer. Hit the gym. We do the current event reading every single day. We do all the prep. We go look for dresses and find which prelims we want to do. So it was just a matter of prepping for that next season. And so when I didn't have that to do anymore, it's like, well, shoot, what do I do? If you feel kind of a sense of emptiness and a sense of not a quarter life crisis, I guess is kind of what I had after it was over. So I just to be honest, I didn't know what I was going to do after the fact. So I think that might have been one of the reasons I cried. I was like, this was such a huge part of my identity, and it still is, and it's hard to break away from that.
Awesome. Good deal. Well, ladies, thanks for stopping by here on Talk 104. Matthew KCT and joining us. And enjoy this weekend. Enjoy Bowling Green. Enjoy Danny's as well, too. And hope to see you again, hopefully next year, too, as well.
Yeah, hopefully.
Thanks
for having us. It's always
No
fun.
problem. Haley B. Farmer and Hannah G. Wheeler join us here on Talk 104. And after KCT, that's it for Sports Talk Extra. You'll see us back here on Wednesday night for more Sports Talk live here on Talk 104. Now to KCT, presented by Greenwood Ford.
All right. You get what you needed. All right.
Thanks for letting me plug my music. I really appreciate it.
See, this is why you come with me.